Want me to start over? I'm going to start.
You're good.
We're on our way. Allow me to make a simple but very important point right here in the beginning of this message. As we walk through the beginning of this new year, it is important for us to realize and accept the fact that there are no permanent achievements or final defeats. Life goes on. There may be new opportunities or fearful experiences, but life goes on. Our journey in this new year has begun, and we are on our way. In the beginning days of a new year, some people set goals for themselves. They call them New Year's resolutions. We've all heard jokes about New Year resolutions, but certainly it's a good thing to do if, for even a short time, people deliberately try to improve or correct their ways of living. Some people do not set goals for fear of failure. They think if they do not set any goals, they do not have to worry about achieving them or failing to achieve them. Can you imagine any industry or commercial enterprise staying in business very long without setting goals? Resistance to setting goals permits people to be self-satisfied, to indulge in the shelter of the status quo, to reduce their perception of what is possible for them. But whether or not we set goals, we are on our way, whether we like it or not. One of the disconcerting lessons in living is about the illusion of having arrived. Do we ever really reach that point in life when we can honestly say, I have arrived? I've come to believe that regardless of any achievement or failure, that victory or defeat, life goes on. It may have been enjoyable to pause for a while to savor a success, or it may have been necessary to close the world out for a time to heal the wounds of defeat. But our life goes on. In this earthly pilgrimage, there is no single final victory that allows us to stay where we are. In this life, there is that hidden agenda of unfinished business between us and God and with each other. I think we all have unfinished business, and we are on the way. It begins at birth. You might think that after 9 long months of the most creative and wonderful process, that newborn person could proclaim to the world, I have arrived, right? Wrong. That newborn person very quickly realizes that there are new things to learn, new achievements to be made, parents to train and grandparents to spoil, new goals to be set. That new person is on the way. What seems to grandparents a very short time, that infant who is on the way is graduating from high school. If you have ever talked with high school seniors who are graduating, you get the impression that they think they have arrived. Graduation is the end. It would be wrong to spoil that high opinion they have of themselves but actually, you and I know that graduation is just a beginning. Having completed that basic education, they are on the way to new adventures in learning. They really have not arrived. They are on the way. I'm sure that most often a young bride and groom on their wedding day really feel that they have arrived. All the planning and preparation, all the counsel and instruction, all the lists that are made. And after Aunt Susie has her input, the lists are remade. And finally, the wedding. Arrived? No, actually that is the beginning. They are just starting on their way in their married life. There is a great distance and many different experiences between walking down the aisle of a church and arriving at the love relationship which is lasting. Love which will maintain the commitment of two human beings through all the experiences we know today. Much of the Christian marriage is covered with the dust of dailiness. After long years of being together, there are wives and husbands who are still learning what it means to love and to cherish. We are on the way. Some of us even ponder the words of Elizabeth Barrett Browning. And if God choose, I shall but love thee better after death. Within the keeping of Christian faith is the conviction that even death is not an end, but an experience along the road which leads the soul beyond our visibility. Onward the soul journeys to a new horizon, there to be equipped as God provides, even as God provides for our lives now. On the way. If we can accept the fact that our destinations are temporary and our victories or defeats are fleeting, if we can accept the fact that we do not remain as we are, then we can accept the fact we are on the way. And it is the journey that we make that is all important. With this understanding, like the Apostle Paul, we can say with confidence, we have not arrived. Paul said, not that I have already obtained this or am already perfect. We have not arrived. We cannot forget what is past, and look forward to what lies ahead. Paul said, forgetting what lies behind and straining forward to what lies ahead. With Paul, we can say, I press on toward the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Christ Jesus. With this understanding, we are compelled to secure our sense of accomplishment, not in New Year's resolutions, but in making the journey. As we journey through this new year, God asks us to live amid the uncertainties of unknown tomorrows. God calls us to live one day at a time, to trust, to hope, to love, to live by faith. God confirms our days with wonder and surprise, and fills our days with challenge rather than security. We live into a future that is unknown, with the foundations of faith and the resources of God's grace that are new every morning. We are